Hi everyone, I'm Kim with Kim's Gifts and Decor. I hope everyone is having a great Thursday. I hope you were able to enjoy a lot of the wonderful lineup we had today that started at 5 this morning with Shelby. So, alrighty. First I'm going to go over the lineup real quick so I can get through this so I don't forget it at the end. This morning, Shelby was on from 5 to 7 with Designs by T-Rex. And then Nancy from Pretty NLC Designs was supposed to be on after her, but she was sick. So we hope she's feeling better. I guess she got some medicine from the doctor today, and I hope she's feeling better. At 9 o'clock was Teresa with Flower Town Crafts. 10 o'clock was Jan Ann with Uniquely Chic with Jan Ann. 11 o'clock was Cece with Dragonflies and Hearts. 12 o'clock was Marie. 12 to 1:30 was Marie with Great Creation Faux Cupcakes. 2 o'clock was Robin. Today was her first day with us. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of Live Sales and Crafting Down South. Your project was just adorable. I love the little pieces with the napkins, and I have so many scraps I throw out, not anymore. Then Liz just finished up with her bunny. That turned out adorable with Fancy Pants Creations. Then you've got me. And then Sam at 6 o'clock with Kome's Crafting Corner. Then Janine at 7. Hopefully everything's okay and she's on. Prayers for her and her little fur baby. And then Susan wraps us up. Hey, Janine, with Once Upon a Wreath. How you doing? Are you out of work or are you still in work? Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. So that is a lineup for today. And I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. And we are doing fake carrots out of beads. Go figure. I made the tassel makers. I've got tassel makers that I made. I'm going to show you all how to use it. Just got in the car. Long day, girlfriend. Long day. Let me know what happens when you get home. So I made a set of tassel makers. And they go from 2.5 inches. Hey, Holly, how are you? To 4.5 inches. And I'm going to do at least 2 different tassels, I'm hoping, tonight. We'll see what we can get through. So there's the 2.5, the 3, the 3.5, the 4-inch, and the 4.5 inch. So we made all those, and I'm going to show you how to use them. And we're going to make fake carrots with beads. Let me put you down a little bit. See all my little beads that I got here. And I did paint some. Now the beads I'm using to make my fake carrots, these are the orange 16 millimeter beads. And then I have some of the, here they are. These are 12 millimeters. And then I also have 8 millimeters. So I'm going to have them graduating down in size to make the carrots from smaller to bigger. Hey Margarita, welcome. How are you? And then I'm going to show you a couple different tassels, a couple different ways you can do them. Now, I had a problem. I went to the store and I was looking for the 12 millimeter and 8 millimeter orange beads. You can't find them. I even went on Amazon. You can find the 16 millimeter beads, but I have a hard time finding the 12 and the 8 for reduction in size. Now, if you go to Walmart and on Amazon, you can get a mixture. They got the 16, the 12, and the 8 size all in a container. I just separated them. Hey, Cece, all in a container. And I was gifted these by Rita. Thank you, Rita. And they do sell them at Walmart, and they do sell them at Michael's. And Joann's does too. It's a big, they're all multicolored, and you don't get a lot of one color. So I did pick out of there. And the other thing is that you can find are the natural beads. The natural beads you can find, hey Angela, welcome. The natural beads you can find every size, not a problem. So what I did is I painted some. So I took, close this back up, it's got a mind of its own. I took the skewers, like for barbecuing, the little skewers here, and I put some of the beads on here. I just threaded them through, okay, like this, and I just painted them orange. And I for my orange color, y'all know, if you watched some of my tutorials, I like to use the pumpkin. But if you're matching it up with the beads that you get from Amazon, they don't match up. So I actually, the color I painted them to match the ones I had was just regular Anita's orange. So I had just painted the 12 millimeters, and then I did have some more 8. So I just put them on the skewers like this, and then I separated it, and then I just painted them with a paintbrush, did 2 coats, and then I've got them. Hey Teresa, how are you? Welcome. So yeah, simple, easy peasy, we did it. So I'm going to, first I'm going to make one of the carrots, and then I'm going to show you how to use a tassel maker. Hey Michelle, how are you? So let's get this guy going. We're going to do a straightforward carrot. I like to take my jute and I double my jute, okay? And then I put my little loop in here. I do want a loop, and I'll show you why after. But yes, I want the loop in here, okay? Now the first carrot I'm making, I'm not, thank you for sprinkling. I'm not making a tassel for the first one, just the one after, but I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Now they sell, it's an easy beater on Amazon. And I didn't buy one, I kept forgetting to buy one, so I made my own. Which I will eventually get one, but this works right now. I just took floral wire, and I took it, and I wrapped it to like a hook, and then I wrapped it around the edge, coming back up, and I just put some painter's tape on it, and I'm just using it that way. So, but yeah, so I made one instead of ordering one right now, because I kept forgetting. So, you know. So the order I'm going to go in is I'm going to do 3, let me put you down a little more, 3 16 millimeters. So let's get those out. 2 of the 12 millimeters, and then 2 of the 8 millimeters, which is going to make my carrot. Hey Liz, your bunny's so cute. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually end up putting this guy on backwards. Let me think here. So we'll do the 3 big ones first. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to do one size at a time. So we're going to do the 3 big ones first. So what you do is you put it on your easy beater or your doohickey that you made. You put your 2 pieces here, and then you just pull it through like this. Okay. And then you go on to your next size. You pull these 2, put these 2 on. Put your jute through the opening here. Hey Stacy, welcome. Thanks for joining. And then you pull that through there. And then make sure. And then you've got your last 2. This guy's a little tight because it's got a small hole in here, but yeah, it'll work. You will get it to work. You just kind of pull it through. And of course I made it so long, but you know, I still need to get one of those little vacuums. So you've got your carrot in the decreasing sizes. 3 16, 2 12, 2 8. So, and then you tie a knot in the bottom. And then what I do is I tie my knot and I put it between my fingers like this, and I just pull it so that it's tighter, so not real loose. So we've got that there. And then we just cut it off the bottom. Hey Raymond, how are ya? So, and then we've got it like this, like so far, okay? Now, I went to Hobby Lobby. I got this last year, and they've got it this year. I saw it. Thank you for sprinkling. You sprinkled? Thank you. I appreciate it. They have a mat of this. It's called Easter grass. Hey Yuli, how are ya? Thanks for joining. It's called Easter grass. This, you can see, it's from Easter 2023. It was $6.99, and I got it on clearance last year at 90% off. So it's plastic bunny grass, okay? And then, as you can see, they pop right off. It pops right off of here. And then this is what I'm using as the top for my beads, okay? So I'm gonna take this, and then I'm just gonna cut the inside part out. I'm doing well, thank you. And then I'm just cutting the circle part off the bottom. I'll show you what I'm doing in a sec. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day, guys. What do you think? So all I did is cut that circle part out from the bottom so that I can take it. And I'm going to put my carrot top in here, which my grass is my carrot top. I'm going to hot glue it, wrap it around, and hot glue it like this, like so. Like that. So I'm going to hot glue all that. Hey, Jody, welcome again. So I'm just going to get my hot glue going, and I'm going to wrap that. Actually, I just cut it down a little so I don't have to wrap it as much. It works a little better. Thanks, Liz. Hey, Sam. Hopefully it says the end of winter. I so agree. I so agree, Raymond. We don't want another 6 weeks. And of course, I forgot my finger protectors, so I'm going to burn the heck out of my hand, but just not too bad. Must have it on the low setting. Yep. But it works, right, guys? So now I just cut it down so I didn't have to, oh, it's coming off a little. Wrap it around so much. So did everyone go see Robin? Today was her first day joining us. Cute wood napkin project and paint. So there we go. Now we've got our little carrot with the beads. We've got our grass, which is our stem, and we've got our little loop so you can hang it if you want. Now we're going to add a bow to it. Only to cover up where that opening was that I left in the front and where the loop is. Plus, I like the little bows. Hey, Jan Ann, welcome. Hey, Jamie, welcome. You're driving, you're on your way home. So there we go. So you have it where you can hang it, you can lay it, you've got your little jute, not your jute hanger there. Hey, Robin, welcome. So there we go. We got our little carrot made out of our graduating beads and something cute for your little tiered tray or just on, even if you do, it'd be cute if you did plates and whatnot on your table. with some napkins or something like that. So there we go. We got this guy. And again, it was super easy, even just painting the beads. And again, those were 16 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and 8 millimeter. Clear off my desk here a little bit. And I'll show you again the grass. It came like this, the Easter grass. Of course, the dogs bark now. And it just pops off of there. And that was at Hobby Lobby. And last year, 2023, it was $6.99. May have gone up this year. I'm not really sure. The other thing you can do is, if you don't get the grass tops, you can use the Tassel Maker, okay? And you can make, where'd it go? Oh, where'd it go? You can make a yarn one. Look at the Tassel Maker. We can make, instead of that, you can do a yarn one, okay? If you don't want to get the grass, the fake grass. So you can do, that's one of the reasons I was doing this, but look at, and that's so cute. So we're going to do another one with the grass. We're not with the grass, without the grass, using the yarn. And this is the yarn I got. This color here. You can use any green. And you know, they have the green that goes from a dark green to a light green to a lighter green to a white, and it like transitions. That would be really cute to use too for this, for the stem being in different directions and different, you know, every once in a while it switches for different colors. So we're going to do this again. So we're just going to put the beads together again. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. So we've got the 3 16 millimeters. My crazy doohickey that I made. And you could even use this, here, let me show you. Instead of putting tape on the edges, look at it, goes in for the little things in here, so you don't have to tape it when you put the jute through there. A lot of uses for it. But they do sell a professional one, and it's called an easy beater. But it's easy enough to make yourself with the floral wire and some painter's tape. And then we've got 2 of the 12 millimeters, and then we'll do 2 of the 8 millimeters. So how's everybody today? Driving home from work? Done with today? Must have been Amazon here. My Alexa just went off. The dogs must have been barking at Amazon. And again, I just take it, I take my 2 fingers and I push it down so it gets a tight knot on there. Now we're going to make a tassel. We're going to use the, let's see what size I used. This one I did the 2.5 inch, okay? This is the 2.5. Hey Jill, welcome. So now to do this, I'm going to show you what I did here. I'm going to take a piece of jute, okay? And I'm going to put the jute, see the little notches up here? The notches. The top notch here, we're going to put the jute up here, right up here. And then over the front to the top, where it says tie, you're going to put the jute here. You're going to bring it, around the back, and you're going to put it in the bottom notch. So your jute is being held in 3 different places. and they'll slip right, it'll slip right in those notches there for you to hold it. So put it in back here, over the top, down the bottom, and then we're gonna cut this here, okay? Now on all my, you're gonna see, this is where you're gonna tie it. You're gonna tie in through here. You're gonna wrap through here, and then you're gonna cut along the bottom. So each of these tassel makers, it does have on there in case you forget and you're going, what's this for? But, and then you've got your notches. We've also got another one down here we're gonna use later, okay? So now I'm gonna take my yarn. This one I wrapped about 20 times around, okay? So we're gonna take it, and one wrap is, counting once, is around the front and the back. So we're gonna hold it down here, around the hole, okay? We're gonna go one, let me put it down a little further. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm gonna go 17 this time. And then you want this notch here, you're gonna put this to hold it so it stays tight, okay? So then you can let go. So that's what that bottom notch there is for. And then you're just gonna cut it off there. Okay, now you're gonna take another piece. I'd say, about 20 inches long, okay? You're going to, now it says tie. The top one says tie here, okay? Was I in the sun today? Because I'm all red. No, stress is making me break out. I got a lot going on. So we're going to take it. We're going to leave a little bit of overhang. We want it to be longer, okay, to hang over, and I'll show you why. Okay, so you're going to want it to hang over a little bit, and then you're going to take it, and you're going to tie it. You're going to tie this right around here, okay? It's going to be a tight tie. Because you want it to hold, okay? And then you're gonna hold this up to the top, okay? That one you just tied. And then you're gonna take this, now you've got a hole on each side here. You're gonna take it and you're gonna wrap it around and around and make your tie around the middle for the tassel, like so, okay? Got 1. Thank you. 2. 3. And one finger can push it through the hole, the other finger will catch it, and you're still holding this one up top, okay? I wish I was in the sun. I'd like to go to Mexico. Mexico, take me away. What about y'all? I think we need a vacation. I think we all need a vacation. Now, once you wrap it around enough and you like what you got, you're going to tie a knot in the back, okay? Now you're going to take these two that you had up here and you're just going to tie a knot on the back of it. Hey, Rita. So we've got the front wrapped. We've got our knots in the back, and you want the knot to be up top. That's why you were holding that one piece of yarn or twine or whatever it is up top. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your little easy beater and you're going to put it in through here, in through the bottom of where those ties are that you just had, and you're just going to push it through. You can even use, if you've got a bobby pin or something like that, you can do that. So you're going to put it up through here so it comes up, okay, right up through where that knot is. Now you're going to take both strings from that knot and you're going to put it in here, and we're just going to hide our knot is what we're doing, okay? So you're going to put it in through here. And then you're going to pull it back through the bottom, like so. So then all your strings are completely coming down and you just hid your knot underneath all that wrapping, okay? And then we're going to take this jute off. Now leave it underneath here. See how it's in between here? Pull it so it's in the middle. And then we're going to, the bottom part right here is where we're going to cut, but we're going to take it off first. Hey, Paula, how are you? Hey, Jennifer. We're going to take it off first so that it's easier to cut. And then these ones hanging down, we're going to cut the same length. So then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut these little round pieces. Okay, don't lose your string. And then these little pieces that are hanging, we're just going to give it a haircut and have it cut. So then we hit our knot and we've got our tassel and our tie. And then again, this is the smallest one, which is 2.5. And you, for whatever you want to do, you could 2.5, 3, 3.5, goes up to 4.5 inches. I just didn't want it super long for this in itself. And then we're going to pull our easy beater through here where our jute is. And we're going to take one end. Thank you. We're going to, hi Dottie, we're going to take one end of the end of the carrot and pull it through. Okay. And then we're going to take the other end and pull it through the opposite way from the top of the carrot where our loop was. So we have one going in each direction now. So that one's going this way. This one will have to go this way. Stick it back through our easy beater. Pull it back through. And then once you do that, because you've got that jute in there keeping your opening, once you do that, you can pull this piece of jute that you had holding off. And then we're going to tie this on the bottom here with a knot. So how many of y'all make tassels? I'm going to. Jamie, I am. You're a mind reader. I am. I'm going to put a little hole in them. So, yeah, they can definitely go on something and hang. I was talking to Janine about that yesterday. I'm like, yeah, they need a hole. So the ones that everybody bought yesterday on my live, I'm putting a hole in them so they can be strung on something. Mind reader. Hey, Janian. Again, you're home. And then we'll cut this. Where's my little scissors? Here's my little scissors. And then you can leave it plain. And you can leave it plain, or you can put a bow on it. And you know me, guys, I'm partial to my bows. So I'm gonna do a bow. Gotta get a vacuum. I saw Robin using hers today, the little ladybug. Gotta get me one of them. And then we've got our carrot with the yarn tassel. And then we have the one with the grass top. So you got two different ways. And now I'm gonna show you another tassel for the tag, Carolyn. Put these beads away. I'm gonna show you how to do another tassel with jute and leftover scraps. You know how we're all supposed to save our scraps. Robin convinced me today to save my napkin scraps, which I never did. Well, everyone saves their yarn scraps, right? Not their yarn scraps, their ribbon scraps. So I've got scraps of ribbon here, right? So I figured I would do another tassel, and we'll put together this carrot garland tag that I have the kit for. But we're gonna do it a little different. So we're gonna cut a piece of ribbon. We're gonna cut a piece of jute. This was the unfinished one, and it was plain. I just baby wiped it with burnt umber so you can see the difference. So I just both sides. Now I'm gonna take one of these and just put it through till I get it to the center. Now I did get 5 beads with the kit. You can add more beads if you want. You can tie a knot here, which I'm going to do. And again, I always take it with my fingers underneath from where I want the knot. Now I'm going to do, here's my doohickey in orange. Now these are all 16 millimeters. Let's see, how do I want this? Do I want it to go like this? Nope, I want it to go like this. So I want white, orange, orange and white check, orange, and white. And then we're gonna put the jute through here, and then we're gonna pull the beads through. Like so. The other thing I'm gonna do real quick while I'm making my tag is I painted this carrot that comes with it with the pumpkin, and then this is the grass green for the stem. So let me glue that on there real quick. And I'm just going to put it sideways. There it is. Just going to use it to dip. To tap. No tapping with paint this time. I was on my Kim's Woods decor today and tapping my sponge with the paint, and it just seemed so loud today. It was crazy. Oh, you've got that. Okay. Thank you for sprinkling, Jan. Okay, so we're going to do a different kind of tassel with jute and ribbon now, okay? So we're going to do, how big do I want this? I'm going to do a little bit bigger one, maybe 3 inches or 3.5. I'm going to do 3 inches. So we're going to take our guide jute, put it through the top, down the back, and through the side. Now I'm going to take the jute. I'm going to use jute this time. Hey, Kathy, how are you? And I'm going to wrap this around about 9 times. I'm going to hold this here and then do my full wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go 10. And then we're going to connect it right there through the front so that it holds it and it's tight and we don't have to worry about it. We can clip it out of the way. So we're holding it there, okay? So then that's what your 4th little notch is. Then we're going to take our scraps pieces of ribbon that we have here that you should never throw out and you should have a container for, right guys? Very frugal. Saves you money. Put these off to the side. Now, I like to throw lace in there. I do like using lace in my regular things. So we'll put a scrap piece of lace in here, or this. We will put this polka dotted one that comes with it. This comes in the kit for the tag. I'm going to put this little bit of green rickrack. Biggest thing is my fat fingers holding everything. And then the plain piece of orange. And then we're going to take another piece of jute. And I want to wrap more jute on top of it so the ribbon scraps are in the middle. And then I'm going to wrap that around on top of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 here. Okay. And then we're going to cut this. And then again, we're gonna take it and now we're gonna wrap it through the hole where for the tie, okay? First we're going to take it, leave some extra, and then we're gonna put it down and make a knot. Hey gal, welcome. Then we're gonna hold this piece up to the top of our knot, and then we're just gonna wrap this around. And then the one I had on top, I'm gonna wrap the opposite way, just around twice. And then when I get to the back, I'm gonna tie a knot with those two, holding it. Now I take my thingamadoo, my doohickey. What was that they called on a thingamajig? On Little Mermaid with the fork. What was the name of it that she used for her hair? Is that a thingamajig or a baba-madoo? What was that called? And we're gonna run it through here. Run it through the back and push it through, and you can use a bobby pin as well. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. Sam, you're big Disney. What is it called? What is that fork called that Ariel uses on Little Mermaid? And then once you bring it up here, cut this some. Thingamajig, thingamabob. And then we're gonna pull it back through so that it pulls your knot in under everything you just wrapped. A thingamajig, a thingamajig. Okay, this is our thingamajig. So then, as you can see, it pulled the knot underneath the backside, and then it puts it all in with your tails, and you'll never know. Hey Linda, welcome. And then we're gonna take this apart, but keep it, and then we're just gonna center it. So we've got it, so we have the top piece of it here. We're gonna pull it off. Thingamajig. And then we're gonna cut all these guys. So save all your ribbon scraps. And then we're gonna give this guy a haircut, y'all. So it's the same length, okay? I tried avoiding that and did it anyway. Go figure, right? Give it a haircut so it's all even. And if you want to, you can go in and you can make some of these cuts on your ribbon diagonal. Just to be a little fancy. And then there's our fancy little tassel. You can do it with anything. And then we're going to take this guy. I'm going to knot it up top. Hey Linda, welcome. Use our fingers to push it down. And then I'm going to do that twice because this jute is a little thinner. And I don't want it to go through that 16 millimeter hole. And now we take our thingamajig, put it through where the jute is holding it. That's why we still have that in there. That's our guide. And then we're going to take one end, pull it through, and then you've actually got this in here now, so if you wanted to pull that out, you technically could. And then I go the opposite way. And then the end that's not through anything yet from the tag, we're going to go through the opposite way. And then you can pull that guide one out. And then we line this up. See if there's a front or a back that you like better. Make sure it's all straight and even. And then we're going to tie a knot on the bottom. Got your one tie, and then your second tie. Now, if y'all wanted to, you can take this guy here, okay? You've got your knot, and it's tight, and you double knotted it. And you don't want to cut it to leave this hanging here, so you do the same exact thing then. You take your thingamajig, and you pull it through here. Take both of these, put it through your thingamajig, and pull it under the wrap on your tassel. And then you give it a haircut so it's the same length as the others. Separate it out and pull it. And you will never know you had the knot. And then you fluff your little tassel. Get some of these pretty ribbons coming out, so you can see everything. And there is your tassel. What y'all think? And then you can add, hey, Debbie, how are ya? And then you can add a bow if you want to, but I don't really think it needs it. And you can make a long garland, short garland, and then you've got your tassels. And that is how you use the Tassel Maker. Do y'all have any questions on it? Thanks, Jan Ann. Thank you, thank you. Then I was thinking too, another option for the carrot itself would be to make one all with this green jute. Instead of the yarn, you've got the yarn here, you've got that fake grass from Hobby Lobby, you've got the different funky ribbon tassel. Hey Carly, how are ya? On your little garland tag or any other tag you make. And then we can do one with the regular jute as well for another option. Let's see, we got a couple minutes left. We'll do one real quick. Yep, I use a 2.5 inch for that. So what do y'all think of the Tassel Maker? You have to do a replay. Yes, definitely do a replay. We did our little carrots and we did a couple different tassels. For sure. Hey Tina, how are ya? You think it's a great idea? Thanks. I think it makes it so much easier. And once you do it, you'll get the gist of it. You won't even need it, but I like how you're going to tie in here, and the tie is here, and this is where you're going to wrap this way, and then you're going to cut down here. And yes, those of you that ordered these they will have a hole in the corners. I'm going to put a hole all in the corners right here so that you can, we'll attach them, and then they can just hang. Isn't that cute? It's adorbs. We don't say cute. If you know, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, and then you're going to attach it on the bottom. So how's everybody tonight? Hey Christy, how are you? I'm just finishing up, girl. We made little fake carrots for tier trays. Got a couple different tops. We made a garland with a tassel. I made tassel makers, so I was showing how to use them in different ways. So we're going to tie this. Guilty Pleasure TV show. What is that? I don't know about that one. My husband and I have been watching Fargo. Thank you. Different. We've been into Fargo. We just finished the first season. I think there's 3 seasons of it. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to watch when we're done with that. But it's interesting. So again, up after me, at 6 o'clock is Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner. At 7 o'clock is Janine with Georgia Morning Glories. Farmer Wants a Wife. I am not watching Farmer Wants a Wife. I have a farmer that drives a tractor. We don't need no more wives. Although the guys are pretty handsome on there. I have seen the previews for it, I gotta say. So I'll wrap this one around twice. Hey Harley, how are ya? Busted, guys. His ears must have been ringing. You're going to apply for the next one? We'll all vote for you, Carly. We want you on there. We want to know what that one's all about. Tie the knot here. Harley, Jill said, hey, farmer boy. We'll put our thingamajig in here. Yeah, I got distracted. I don't know where I left off with this whole farmer thing, but Sam Comey is up after me at 6, then Janine, then Susan with Once Upon a Wreath. And I'll go through the lineup from today because I do have a little time. Pull it back through the back. Shelby started us off with designs by T-Rex. You could be a cowgirl. There you go. Farmer with his sister wives gel. Behave, my New York friend. Be nice. Oh, goodness. I hope he's off. Christy, no squealing on me. You could be a cowgirl. Yes, you could. I'm all flustered now, girls. I can't get this to come through. So then 5 to 7 was Shelby. Michelle. Oh, hi, Har. He's still here. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, then we bring it back down. Get our thingamajig off. You take it off. Why am I red? I'm red? No, I've been red all day. We're gonna cut our tails right here. We're gonna give it a haircut. And then I'm not going to take this top off because I'm not using it on anything yet. But there you go. And then see, you could use that instead of the yarn if you only have the green jute as well for the carrot top too. So that gives you another option. And that's how you use them. Yo, she could clean. Oh, Jan Ann. I hope she could clean and cook. Oh boy. That opens up a whole argument. Oh my goodness. So go do your own thingamajig and get going with these tassels. But whoever ordered them, and I'll get you invoiced, and they'll go out probably Saturday morning, y'all. So, but thank you for joining me. Sam's up next at 6 o'clock. Please join her with Comey's Crafting Corner. And thanks for getting me in trouble, y'all. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Bye.